Due to the overwhelming success of the Litecoin sponsorship with UFC, we here at Ripple have decided to up the ante. Apparently, any crypto project can sponsor a tiny mixed martial arts event like UFC 232. At Ripple, though, we aim for the stars. That's why this Saturday night, Ripple is proud to present to you the baddest little show on earth. Watching some of your favorite extreme miniature wrestlers compete for fame and glory with an XRP logo right in the center of the ring as they scratch, claw, kick, and poke their way to the top of the little wrestler's heap, which obviously is still not very tall. We will see you at the center of the ring. Brought to you by Ripple. I mean XRP. Or is it Ripple? No one is really sure at this point. Tickets starting at $5.89. Don't forget to click that subscribe button to become a member of the Bit Squad. For the month of December, we're giving away a Nano Ledger S sponsored by Nimiq. Make sure you guys like and comment on all of our videos in December to get the maximum number of entries. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Bit Squad. Today we're going to be talking a couple news stories. We're going to be talking about the Proof of Keys event that's getting headlines everywhere. We're going to talk about a huge banking scandal, and we're also going to be talking about, can your ledger be hacked? Very interesting news coming out on that. But before we do that, I do want to share with you guys a little bit about CryptoRays. This is my friend that owns this company. Basically what these are, they can make a fashion statement, if you will. They come in a yellowish tint and a clear tint. These are basically meant to block harmful light from your eyes. It basically, my experience with them is it puts everything in night mode, even in the daytime. If you're staring at your screens all the time, then this could definitely be something that could help you out. He sent me these glasses, and he also sent my wife a pair as well. She likes them also. She prefers the clear lenses. So make sure you guys check out getcryptorays.com. I'll put the link down below. And like I said, this isn't necessarily sponsored, but he did send me those, and I want to give him a shout out because I do like them. So also, we are doing our Ledger giveaway. It is sponsored by Nimiq. I want to talk to you guys just briefly about what Nimiq is, so you guys understand, you know, the generosity behind them sponsoring our giveaway, but also just what they're trying to do. So they're basically trying to solve the problem of payment protocols. So if you've ever tried to pay for crypto or pay for something, a product with crypto, it's very hard to do. Even on my website, bitboycrypto.com, you can buy merch there with crypto using Request Network. And I'm big shout out to Request Network for, you know, functioning and working correctly, but it is slow and it is a little bit cumbersome. So what Nimiq is trying to do is make it where your crypto transactions are lightning quick. It's also an open source project and a lot of stuff to like about it. So you guys go and support Nimiq by checking out their website. Not financial advice. I'm not telling you to invest in it, but at least go give them a look and see what they're all about. I think this is a name we may be hearing more about in the future. So all right, guys, let's look at the markets. The market cap is currently 130 billion approximately, and Bitcoin dominance is still in the 51s at 51.7%. Bitcoin is up just a little bit over this time yesterday. However, it has seemed to be kind of stagnant for a bit now. So I think what we may see, TA analysts, is that redundant? TA analysts? Anyways, TA people are saying that Bitcoin is about to make a big move, either up or down. It's either going to move up to the 4K range, to the 4.2 range, or it's either going to drop down to the 33, 34 range. So look for that movement, maybe even by the time I post this video. So, okay, guys, we have this story that has came out, and people are panicking right now. Basically, it has come out that Trezor and Ledger both supposedly can be hacked and compromised. Now, is that an overreaction?
We are going to die.
Well, one very important distinction to make on these hacking claims is that to hack into these devices, the hacker must have physical control of the device. So it's not like they can hack into it if they don't know where it is. However, there have been a way for them using something called strings to be able to get your combination of your seed phrase by basically doing a data dump from the physical device that you have. So Ledger came out and responded to these accusations. And basically what they said is that the way that the hacker would have to have the actual device and malware on top of the person's computer, that it's just impractical for them to do it this way. They also said that in the future, in their next firmware update, they are going to fix this bug. So is this something you should be freaking out about? Probably not. All right, guys, we're going to talk about the Proof of Keys event. And I have very, very, very mixed feelings about Proof of Keys. It seems to be something on social media that is really taken off. You have Meyer, who is the person who is behind this Bitcoin enthusiast. You have Omar from Crypto's News, who is up for Crypto Influencer of the Year. You also have Bitcoin Ben, a good friend of the show. Love that guy. All of these guys are really pushing this Proof of Keys event. And I like the idea of it. The idea of it is, let's force the exchanges to show us that they really actually have your crypto. Well, here's my question. Why do you have your crypto on exchanges anyways? That's not safe. Basically, the idea is if everyone pulls off of their crypto, it will force the exchanges to prove that they actually have the crypto that they have. Kind of like the argument with Tether. Did Tether really have what they said they had in the bank? And it turns out maybe they do. Still, I'm not 100% sold on it. But I think that with this event, the thing that drives me crazy about it is the only people that I believe will participate in this event are people who should already be smart enough not to have their crypto on exchanges because they don't own their private keys. But we just saw Coinbase move huge amounts of crypto, and it actually showed a huge percentage of crypto right now is still sitting on Coinbase. And that tells me that most of those people that own crypto on Coinbase are novice investors. They're probably not on crypto Twitter every day. They're not watching crypto YouTube videos every day. Some of them probably bought at all-time highs and haven't even looked at it in a while. And I just don't think that this event is going to have the impact that a lot of people think it is going to have. I think a lot of people are saying exchanges are worried that they're going to end up having to shut down because maybe they don't really have this and they're panicking. I'll believe it when I see it. I think when January 4th occurs, that morning when we wake up, I think everything will be just fine. Some people were saying that Coinbase moved all that crypto just in anticipation of this event. I think this event has been quite overblown. Now, listen, I love those guys. I'm not saying anything negative about the guys pushing Proof of Keys. I respect them tremendously. However, just on this, I'm just not sure it's going to have the impact that some are saying it will have. I know I don't have crypto sitting on exchanges, and I would hope that you don't either. If you're an active day trader, which is a very small percentage of crypto investors out there, then I kind of get it. But for those of us that are more long-term investors and hodlers, you certainly should not have your money sitting on Binance. So do you guys remember the time that super scammy ICO opened up a bunch of accounts in random people's names just so they could charge them for the ICO? That's because it didn't happen. That was Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo has been in big trouble, many lawsuits across, I believe, all 50 states that basically said that they opened accounts that were not authorized in people's names just so they could charge them fees. And they settled for $575 million. This is what we're trying to fight against. The banks do not have your back. However, we're expected to have their back when they need a bailout. And I do believe that we will have another event similar to 2008. I think 2008, the recession was just a Band-Aid. That's what the bailouts were to the banks and the insurance companies. The next time it happens, I promise you, they are not going to get bailed out. We just don't have the money to continue to do that. So when you see a company like Wells Fargo working this slimy, and then they have the audacity to show you commercials like this.
We know the value of trust. We were built on it.
Honestly, it really chaps me. All right, guys, so last story of the day. Of course, I did a little Ripple joke, or was it an XRP joke, or is it a Ripple joke, about the sponsorship last night with Litecoin and UFC 232. As you guys can see here on the picture, in the John Jones versus Gustafsson, I think it's Alex Gustafsson. I don't even really know. I don't keep up with UFC these days. But you can see the Litecoin logo in the background. It's pretty cool. So I kind of got into a debate with someone on Twitter last night who basically said that, you know, never have you went and bought something based on a logo that you see on the mat. You can see the Harley Davidson logo there on the mat. That doesn't make you want to go buy a Harley Davidson. And, you know, with Litecoin, it's the same way. This is not what this is about. It's not about getting people to go buy Litecoins. I mean, if they go look at the chart, they probably won't be too happy right now with thinking it's a good investment. However, advertising is about brand awareness. Take Coca-Cola, for instance. Do you really think if Coca-Cola completely stopped advertising for one day that their sales would drop? They probably wouldn't. Each one of those individual commercials or sponsorships really doesn't have that much of an impact on the actual day-to-day sales, I guess you could say. It's about brand awareness. You're constantly being bombarded by Coca-Cola ads and sponsorships and everything like that, and it just keeps it fresh on the front of your mind. And I think that's what Litecoin is trying to achieve, and the Litecoin Foundation even came out and said that's what they want. They want it to be where people know what Litecoin is. And the Google search results from the last couple of days seem to prove there were a lot of people that did search Litecoin and UFC together. So I don't know if it had the impact. I think to really understand whether or not this was a good deal for the UFC, or I'm sorry, for Litecoin, whether it was a good deal for Litecoin or not, I would have to know how much they paid for this sponsorship. Regardless, whether it was a good deal for Litecoin, I think it was a good move in general for cryptocurrency to have just something out there that's branded in a crypto fashion that a lot of eyeballs that don't know what crypto is are seeing. So I think it was a good thing. Some people say it wasn't. Was it a smart business decision by Litecoin? Not really sure. I would have to look at the numbers. So hope you guys enjoyed this video tonight. Make sure you watch out for my 2018 year in review video coming tomorrow and my 2019 bold predictions, and they're all very bold, coming in a couple of days. So I will talk to you guys later. Bit Squad out. Go Dogs.